Hello, and welcome to episode 2 of Chase Choose Cherish Talks. First of all, thanks so much to everyone who tuned in to my first episode and the intro to my new vlog. I really wanted to start this one off by putting it out there that the whole intent of my vlog is to be a conversation. It's anything but perfect, as you saw from my first episode when I was looking away from the camera, repeating myself, and somehow made a 12-minute introduction. But I just really wanted to take action and start something, and I figured if I made it too hard, if I was worrying about editing or getting everything perfect, that I just wouldn't do it. So this is me starting something and hopefully getting more comfortable and growing from there and seeing what I can make of it. So in this episode, I wanted to talk about just, again, the evolution of my blog and what I'm trying to grow here. I think I gave lots of little hints, but it was kind of vague and maybe I don't know if it translated well. But I just wanted to talk about the direction that I'm going in and sharing more lifestyle and wellness and health, and really talking about how we can design the lives that we want. And essentially that's what I did when I created the motto for Funtime Fam, which was Chase Time, Choose Chase Fun, Choose Time, Cherish Family. I should know my own motto, but I do. And then recently I've added Challenge Fitness, and yeah, so like that was kind of, I set that because I wanted to use that as how I guide myself in making decisions and like the stuff that's important to me and my values, and so I went from there. And like I said in episode 1, why I started writing the blog was really when my motherhood journey began, and it's grown from there. So that was kind of, I think, motherhood, and I don't think it needs to be motherhood for everybody, but that was really the catalyst that set me on to a path of wanting to be better. I guess so many of us, when we do become pregnant or become our new moms, we want to be the best we can for our baby and our growing family. And you know, it's easy to say like, oh, I'm a mom, I want to be healthier now, but that's kind of vague. So today I wanted to share the story, the specific moment that really changed things for me, and then my outlook on, I guess, motherhood, but life in general, and that we really can create the life that we want, and the life we make life what we want. And I think I've always been, if you ask my friends, ask my family, I've always been one to kind of think outside the box and not believe we have to follow a certain path. I've always believed that we get to choose and create our destiny. But this moment in this story, which happened when I was pregnant, really changed things for me. So back when I was my first pregnancy 5 years ago with Hallie, we attended a prenatal class, and of course none of my good friends have been pregnant. It was all new to me. I was so excited, but it was like I didn't know what I was getting into. And so we went to the class to learn more about the birthing process and the hospital process. And my biggest takeaway from that day, and I think about it all the time, was that if you don't know your options, you don't have any. And I was like, yes, that's it. It sounds so simple, but that so many people, I think, go into labor and they assume it's got to be a certain way because they've seen it in the movies, they've heard it from someone else. They think that it's going to be this painful, crazy experience that they need drugs, they need an epidural to get through, and that's just because that's the norm. That's what they've heard from other people. And for me, I didn't want that. I wanted drug-free. I wanted I went into this knowing and believing I could do it, and I did it. And I did it for Hallie, and I did it for Autumn, and I really think that mindset was huge. But I don't want to make this talk about labor and pain medication and yada yada, but I really want to go back to that point about knowing your options. Like, it doesn't have to be a set thing. You don't have to be, and it doesn't just matter about birth. It's knowing that you you have options and that you are the one who can choose what works for you. And more recently, I guess I've been thinking about it more because I'm pregnant again with my third, but also I listened to a podcast recently, the Model Health Project, or the Model Health Show, and it's a male host, and I think it's so cool that he had on a doctor. I'll have to look it up and maybe note it below who it was, because it was a while ago and I don't know specifics. Like I said, just talking here, not really planned. And she was on, she's like a labor and delivery doctor, but has so much experience in, I guess, helping women with birth and all kinds of research in that realm. And she talked about how women, so they're having their baby, and like they're in labor, and a doctor would come in and ask them how they're feeling. And the first thing that most women do is look at the monitor. And I thought that was like, whoa. I was thinking, you don't need a machine to tell you how you're feeling. You need to tune into yourself and your body to know how you're feeling. And so many people don't, because they think that's what they have to do, or they're looking to this technology to tell them how they feel, and that's not the point. Like, and that really stood out to me, and something that I want to help people with is because I want people to get in touch with their feelings and their mind, and know and trust their bodies and what they're capable of, and what they can do, and that's kind of a little sneak peek at the direction I want to take in my blog, and how I'm venturing into some wellness topics and business, and growing from there. I really want to help women get in tune with their emotions and feelings, and know that it doesn't have to be what you have been told. It doesn't have to be what you think is the norm from TV, social media, from friends. It's all what feels right to you. And so that story, I don't know if I told it as well. Probably could have wrote it better, but I hope that sticks out to you, that you just, if you don't know your options in life, if you don't believe you have options, then you won't have any. And I just want you to sit with that, and maybe I'm gonna end this episode here, just so you can reflect and think about some of the things that are happening in your life, and kind of what you want to come and make of it, and really believe that you can, because you have options, and it's your life, and it's yours to live. So we'll leave it there, and I've got some exciting things planned for the next episode, and I can't wait to share. So thanks for tuning in.